Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. So, after the field training program, we have there the appointment of the PNP officers and the members. For the patrolman or patrolwoman to the PEMS or the Police Executive Master Sergeant, they were appointed now by the PNP Regional Director for regional personnel. And they were appointed by Chief PNP if they are in national headquarters and was attested by the Civil Service Commission. Paano yan? So, kung sila ay patrolman hanggang PEMS ang rank nila at they are on the regional level, PNP regional or PNP region, ang mag-a-appoint ngayon sa kanila is the PNP Regional Director. And kung doon naman sila mapupunta sa national headquarters natin, ang mag-a-appoint sa kanila is the Chief PNP. And it was attested by the Civil Service Commission. Next, we have there the Police Lieutenant to Police Lieutenant Colonel. Sino ang mag-a-appoint sa kanila? They will be appointed by the Chief PNP as recommended by their immediate superiors. Again, sinong mag-a-appoint kung ang rank ay Police Lieutenant to Police Lieutenant Colonel, it was appointed by the Chief PNP and recommended by their immediate superiors and also attested by the Civil Service Commission. Next there we have the Police Colonel to Police Lieutenant General. For that naman, sinong mag-a-appoint? It was appointed by the President upon now the recommendation of the Chief of the PNP. Again, we have there or they are appointed by the President upon the recommendation of the Chief of the PNP with proper endorsement by the Chairman of the Civil Service Commission, and they were subject to the confirmation by the Commission on Appointments. Again, for the Police Colonel to Police Lieutenant General, sinong mag-a-appoint sa kanila? They will be appointed by the President upon the recommendation of the Chief PNP with the proper endorsement by the Chairman of the Civil Service Commission and subject to the confirmation by the Commission on Appointments. And last, we have there the Police General. For the Police General, sinong mag-a-appoint dyan? Appointed by the President, subject to the confirmation of the Commission on Appointment, provided that the Chief of Police shall serve a tour of duty not to exceed 4 years. Again, dapat magsiserve siya ng duty or tour of duty not to exceed 4 years. So, meaning, ang Police General natin, hanggang 4 years lang ang kanyang tour of duty. Pwede yan ma-extend if there is a war. Next, we have the examination for the patrolman. We have there the patrolman or patrolwoman qualifying exam. Ngayon, sinong mga nag-e-exam dito? Those person na gustong makapasok in PNP and the first rank na makukuha nila is the patrolman or patrolwoman. Sinong nagkwa-qualifying exam for this is yung mga taong gusto makakuha ng eligibility para makapasok ngayon in the PNP or yung tinatawag ngayon natin na NAPOLCOM examination. Next, we have there the police officer, 4th class examination. Sino naman yung mga nag-e-exam para dito? We have there the police corporal up to police staff sergeant. Again, sino yung mga police officer na nag-e-exam for the police officer 4th class examination? We have now the police corporal to police staff sergeant. Bakit sila nag-e-exam? for their promotion. Next, we have the police third class examination. Sino naman yung mga police personnel na nag-e-exam para dito? They are those police master sergeant to police executive master sergeant. Again, sino yung mga police personnel na nandito or mga mag-e-exam para sa police third class examination? It is the police master sergeant to the police executive master sergeant. Next examination, we have there the police second class examination. Sino naman yung mga police personnel na nag-e-exam para dito? We have there the police lieutenant to police captain. Again, for the police second class examination, sino yung mga police personnel na nag-e-exam para dito? We have there the police lieutenant to police captain. And last, we have the police first class examination. Sino naman yung mga nandito? We have there the police major up to police lieutenant colonel. Again, for the police first class examination, we have there the police major to police lieutenant colonel. For the lateral entry of the officers in the PNP, okay, we have there the police lieutenant and police captain. When we say lateral entry, yung mga police officer natin or yung mga police personnel natin ngayon ay nagkakaroon sila or umaangat yung rank nila. Okay, that is lateral entry. Like for example, pumasok silang patrolman. Then mag-a-apply sila for a lateral entry, and after that, pwede sila ngayong mag-proceed agad doon sa ating mga commissioned officer. Just like this one. Sinong mga tao ang pwedeng mag-lateral entry at makakakuha ng rank na police lieutenant? We have there, if you are a graduate of the PNPA. Second, if you are a dentist. If you are a nurse, if you are an engineer, or you are a graduate of forensic science. But take note, for the other course except PNPA, like yung dentist, nurse, engineers, and graduate of forensic science, include na rin natin ang mga criminologist, is that ina-applyan pa rin nila yan. Okay? Ina-applyan pa rin nila para mag-proceed sila dyan sa rank na yan. And next, police captain. Sino naman yung mga napupunta dito through lateral entry? Those person who are graduate or those person who are doctors of medicine, yung mga doktor na papasok in the PNP, automatic nagkakaroon sila ng rank na police captain. And those members of the bar, or yung mga lawyers or attorneys natin. Police captain ang nagiging rank nila through lateral entry. For the attrition, promotion, retirement system of the PNP uniform personnel, we have there the word attrition system. Attrition system for uniform personnel of the PNP is envisioned to support the professionalization of the PNP by facilitating the removal of the unfit and unproductive uniform personnel from the police service. So, for the attrition system, anong nangyayari dito? Tinatanggal ngayon nila yung mga police or PNP personnel na unfit or unproductive. Later on, i-discuss natin paano ngayon sila natatanggal in the PNP uniform personnel. Okay? Later on, i-discuss natin kung ano yung mga reason bakit sila natatanggal. That is now the attrition system. Tinatanggal natin yung mga police officer na unfit and unproductive in the police organization. Next, we have there the word attrition. When we say naman attrition, we have there the word reduction. Reduction of what? It is the reduction of personnel due to their retirement, separation, due to the attainment of their maximum tenure of position, non-assignment, demotion in position, non-promotion, and any other means specified. For the attrition naman, ito yung pagbabawas ng mga PNP personnel because of many ways like the retirement, separation, and the like. We have there the forms of attrition. First, we have the attrition by attainment of maximum tenure in position. Okay, paano naman to? Nawawala or tinatanggal na natin yung isang police officer in the service because they reached the maximum tenure of their position. For the chief PNP, ilang years lang yung maximum tenure nila. They only have 4 years. After ngayon nilang maging chief PNP, doon na papasok yung attrition by attainment of the maximum tenure of their position. Again, for the chief PNP, maximum tenure, yung haba ng kanyang pagsaserve in that position, we have there 4 years. Next, if deputy chief PNP, again, also it is 4 years for its maximum tenure. And the director of the staff service, same, 4 years maximum tenure. And for our regional directors, when we say regional directors again, sino yung mga yan? Those persons or those person or police officer that headed or the regional police office is headed by the regional director, and their maximum tenure is 6 years. And last, we have the provincial or city directors, yung mga head ng ating provincial or city police station. Alan ang maximum tenure nila? They have 9 years. Again, they have 9 years. Yan lang po yung pinakamatagal or the maximum na pwede nilang itagal in their position. And after that, bawal na silang ma-reappoint or bawal magkaroon ng extension of their position. But we have the exemption to the rule if there is a wartime. Okay, if there is a wartime, for our chief PNP, pwede ngayon siyang mag-extend ng kanyang tour of duty by if sinabi ng ating president. Again, for the attrition of attainment of maximum tenure and position, yan lang yung maximum years na pwede na silang maipunta on that position. No reappointment, no extension. But we have the exemption to the rule if there is a wartime. If may war in the Philippines, yung chief PNP natin, pwedeng ma-extend yung tour of duty niya. Pero, once na sinabi yun ng president. Next, we have the attrition by relief. Paano naman dito? The PNP uniform personnel who has been relieved for just cause and has not been given an assignment within 2 years after such relief shall be retired or separated. Okay, paano naman yung mga nangyayari dito? Kung ang isang PNP personnel daw natin ay na-relieve siya or dahil may ginawa siya or something, and after niya ma-relieve, pagbalik niya in the organization at hindi siya nabibigyan ng any assignment within 2 years. Again, kung hindi siya nabibigyan ng assignment within 2 years, anong mangyayari sa kanya? Pwede ngayon siyang magretiro or mag-separate in the organization or umalis na in the organization. Again, once na ang PNP officer ay na-relieve, dahil sa hindi natin alam or sa mga many reason na yan, and after that na ma-relieve siya at hindi siya nabigyan ng any assignment within the 2 years after that relief, that person shall be retired or separated. Attrition by demotion in position or rank. Paano naman dito? Okay, para dito, naaalis ngayon ng isang PNP personnel or a PNP civilian or uniform personnel natin once na binigyan siya ng position lower than what is established for his or her grade in the PNP stopping pattern. Ngayon, kung ikaw daw ay binigyan ng mas mababang position na hindi tugma doon sa rank na meron ka. Like for example, ikaw naman ay pang regional director na. Yung rank mo is for a regional director. Pero, binigay ka doon sa chief of police. Okay? Ikaw ay pinunta on the chief of police. So, meaning, you were assigned to a position lower than what is established for your grade. Sabi dyan, if after 18 months, hindi na bago yung rank mo, or hindi na bago yung position na hinahawakan mo, you will be retired or separated. And we have there the attrition by non-promotion. Paano naman dito? We have there the word non-promotion. So, meaning hindi sila na-promote. Sino yung mga yan? Those PNP personnel who has not been promoted for a continuous period of 10 years shall be retired or separated. Kung isang police officer hindi na promote for the past 10 years, kailangan na nilang mag-retire or separate in the PNP. Next, we have the attrition by other means. Okay, dito naman, a PNP member or officer with at least 5 years of accumulated active service shall be separated based on any of the following factors. Number 1, inefficiency based on poor performance during the last 2 successive annual rating period. Ganito kasi yan. Ang mga police officer kasi natin ay nagkakaroon din sila ng evaluation of their performance. Again, nagkakaroon sila ng evaluation of their performance. Kagaya ng ginagawa nyo sa mga instructor nyo. You evaluate them every SEM. Okay? In the PNP, ini-evaluate din yung mga performance ng ating PNP officers. Kung siya ay nakakuha ng poor performance for the last 2 successive, when I say successive, sunod-sunod, kunwari for this year and next year, nagkaroon siya ng poor performance, nakita on that evaluation, ngayon, pwede siyang ma-relieve or pwede siyang magkaroon ng attrition by other means. Sino pa? Those PNP personnel who have inefficiency based on their poor performance for the 3 cumulative annual rating periods. When we say naman cumulative, like for example, hindi siya sunod-sunod. For example nga, we have there, ngayong year is nakakuha siya ng poor performance, count as 1. Then next year, nagkakuha siya ng good performance, so hindi siya counted. Then after that year, nakakuha siya ng poor performance, then it is counted as 2. Then after a year again doon, good performance, then after that, nakakuha ulit ng poor performance, then you got a 3 cumulative annual rating period. And next, if they have a physical or mental incapacity to perform police functions and duties, pwede rin silang magkaroon ng attrition or pwede ngayon silang maalis in the PNP organization. Like for example, yung mga nababaliw or kaya yung mga taong or police officer nakakuha ng mga physical injuries or permanent disability. Okay, pwede ngayon silang matanggal or maalis in our PNP organization. And next, we have there the retirement for separation under the preceding sections. Okay, ang isa na lang nating ilagay dito is those person. No, those person who have at least served 20 years in service. Again, sino yung mga meron dito sa retirement for separation? Under the preceding section, we have there yung mga police officer na nag-serve ng 20 years in service. After that, nag-retire sila. And if less than 20 years, okay, if less than 20 years naman, nagretiro sila, they may be qualified or disqualified by law to receive such benefits. Again, kapag ang isang police officer is nagretiro after 20 years of service niya, makakakuha siya ng mga benefits. But kung nagretiro siya or umalis siya in the PNP organization that is less than 20 years, pwede ngayon siyang ma-disqualified by the benefits na makukuha in the PNP. Next, there we have the promotion system. We have the rationalized promotion system. The promotion of the uniformed personnel and non-uniformed personnel of the PNP shall be based on their merits and the availability of vacant position in the PNP staffing pattern. And it shall also be a gender fair and ensure that all women members of the PNP shall now enjoy an equal opportunity for promotion as men. Anong sinasabi ng ating rationalized promotion system is that ang mga PNP personnel natin na mapopromote, it shall be based now on merits. When we say merits, yung mga bagay na nagagawa nila in the PNP, like for example, nag-i-schooling sila or kaya nakagawa sila ng magagandang bagay. Okay? That or nagpakita sila ng good behavior for the past years in the PNP. And yes, for merits, but also if there is an available vacant position. Again, pwede silang ma-promote based especially on their merits. And yes, kung may merits ka, dapat there is an availability of a vacant position. Siyempre, paano natin mapopromote ang isang tao kung wala namang vacant position para mapuntahan siya? Okay, you still need to wait na magkaroon ng vacant position doon before kayo mag-promote or before yan ma-promote. And it should be gender fair. Okay, pantay-pantay. Sabi nila, ang mga babae in the PNP shall now enjoy an equal opportunity for the promotion of the men. Okay, dapat ang babae, same promotion or hindi tayo gender bias. Okay, dapat hindi tayo gender bias in giving a promotion sa mga lalaki at babae in the PNP. Okay, we have different kinds of promotion. What are those? First, we have the regular promotion. When you say regular promotion, we have their successfully pass the corresponding promotional examination given by the commission. Yung na-discuss natin kanina nung una. Okay, ayan yun. Kung anong rank nila, yun yung i-exam nila. Again, kaya meron dong 4th class examination, 3rd class, 1st class, and 2nd class. If they pass that, pwede ngayon silang magkaroon or ma-promote kung ma-pass nila yung promotional examination na yun. Or the bar. Okay, or the bar. Kasi may mga police officer din tayo na nag-aaral ng law kahit na sila ay nasa PNP or sila ay police officer na. Or the corresponding board examinations for technical services and other professions. Okay? Pwede silang ma-promote once na makuha nila yung mga yan. And next, if they has satisfactorily completed the appropriate and the accredited course in the PNPA or equivalent training institution. Yan na yung sinasabi natin kaninang mga merits. Okay. Ano yung example ng isang merit kapag nakapass siya ng promotional examination? Second, kapag nakapag-complete siya ng training required for them. And next, if they have satisfactorily passed the required psychiatric, psychological, and drug test. Yes po, nagkakandak pa rin sila ng psychiatric and psychological and drug test kung sila ay gustong mag-promotion. Okay? Hindi lang doon sa first apply, pati rin po kung sila ay police officer na. Ginagawa pa rin nila yan. And also, if there is no pending admin or criminal case. Next, we have the promotion by virtue of position. Paano naman to? Okay, ito medyo maganda. Sabi kasi dyan, if any PNP personnel designated to any key position whose rank is lower than what which is required for that position, shall after 6 months of occupying the same, must be entitled to a rank adjustment corresponding to that position. Paano yun? Kung ikaw ay isang police officer at napunta ka doon sa isang position, napunta ka in that position, pero you got a lower rank. Okay, hindi ka naman talaga required doon sa position na yun kasi nga mababa naman yung rank mo. Like for example, isa kang PEMS. Tapos, ginawa kang chief of police. E bawal naman maging chief of police ang isang PEMS. Okay, again, example. Ikaw ay isang PEMS. You have a rank of PEMS or Police Executive Master Sergeant. Ngayon, pinunta ka as a Chief of Police. Again, you are PEMS, you have a rank of PEMS, and nakakuha ka ng position of Chief of Police. Magkakaroon ka po, you are now entitled for rank adjustment. Paano yun? Diba nga, ang PEMS, bawal naman yan maging Chief of Police. Kasi nga mababa pa yung rank for the Chief of Police. Pero nagkaroon nga ng rank adjustment. Bakit? Baka wala silang mailagay on that time. Tapos ikaw yung pinalit. Okay? For 6 months na ino-occupy mo yun, na ikaw pa rin yung Chief of Police, pwede ka ngayon or pwedeng automatic magiging or tataas ngayon yung rank mo para maging Chief of Police. But, if that personnel shall not be reassigned to a position calling for a higher rank until after 2 years from the date of such rank adjustment. Okay. 6 months na ino-occupy mo yung position na yan, magkakaroon ka ng rank adjustment. But, dapat after 2 years, hindi ka ngayon ma-reassigned. Again, for after 2 years, dapat hindi ka ma-reassign para makuha mo na talaga yung rank na yun. And next, we have the special promotion or meritorious promotion. The PNP personnel who has exhibited acts of conspicuous courage and gallantry at the risk of his or her life above and beyond the call of duty. Okay, sino yung mga tao or sino yung mga police personnel na nakakakuha nito? Yung mga taong nagpakita ng pagbubuwis ng buhay? Or kaya yung mga taong nagpakita ng katapangan in serving our country? Okay, yung mga taong handang itaya yung buhay nila for the country. Ngayon, sila yung mga nakakakuha ng special promotion or tinatawag nating meritorious promotion. And we have there the basis of promotion. Ano-ano yung mga yan? We have there the merit. Again, when say merit, it is used as a criterion for determining that an individual is now qualified to meet the requirements of a higher level job. In promotion, isa sa tinitingnan niyang merit. Ano ba yung mga nagawa mo? Nakapasa ka ba for the promotional exam? Nakapag-undergo ka ba ng mga required training? Or nakapag-test ka ba, nakapass ka ba successfully on the psychiatric, psychological exam, and drug test? Okay, and other na ginawa mo. Like for example, nag-schooling ka ba? Okay, 1 point. Nakagawa ka ba ng mabuti? Nagpakita ka ba ng good behavior doon sa ating organization? Okay, yan yung mga tinitignan. Or it is now a basis for your promotion. Next, isa pang basis for promotion, we have there the seniority. When I say seniority, it refers now to the length of service that an employee can accumulate. Okay, para naman to dun sa mga matatagal na sa service. Isang basis for promotion. Sabi dun, tagal na to, parang 3 years, 4 years, 5 years na tong nandyan sa NAF na yan. Dapat daw sila din minsan yung inuunang i-promote, no? Because of their length of service. And next, we have there the time in grade and experience. A requirement for a specified amount of the time that the uniform personnel must spend in a grade before being eligible for promotion. Okay, tinitignan din yung mga experience nila and yung mga time in grade nila. Ano ba yung mga ginawa nila? Okay. And next, we have there the mandatory schooling. Mandatory schooling. It is a requirement now for the promotion of the PNP uniform personnel for their professional growth and career advancement. Yes po, if gusto mo ring ma-promote, isa rin yan sa tinitignan lalo na sa ating mga commissioned officers. Mandatory schooling. Nag-aaral po ulit sila. Like for example, nagtitake sila ng kanilang master's degree, nagtitake sila ng bar, or nagtitake sila, ng law, and the like. Or kaya nagkakandak sila, or nagpupunta sila sa mga different seminars or trainings. And next, eligibility, na-discuss na natin yan before. You have RA 6506, the RA 1080, and the NAPOLCOM examination. Okay, for the retirement and benefits. After ma-promote, retirement tayo. For the retirement, when I say retirement, umalis na sila ngayon doon sa service. Okay, the status of members of the PNP. Tignan muna natin yung base pay nila. Makikita nyo on the screen, if you are patrolman, ang base pay mo, you got 29,668. Police Corporal, 30,867. Hanggang doon sa ating Police General, ang kanilang sinasahod or ang kanilang base pay is 149,785. Okay, dito na tayo sa kinds of retirement. We have there the early retirement, the optional retirement, and the compulsory retirement. For the early retirement program, within 3 years after the effectivity of this act, any PNP officer or non-commissioned officer may now retire and be paid separation benefits corresponding to a position 2 rank higher than his or her present rank, subject to the following condition: that at the time he or she applies for retirement, he or she has already rendered at least 10 years of continuous government service. Again, for the early retirement, sino yung mga taong pwede dito? Those PNP personnel na nag-render ng at least 10 years in the service. And those applicants not scheduled for separation or retirement from the service due to the attrition system. Okay, kung hinula silang or hindi sila nakalagay for the attrition system, pwede rin. Then, he or she has no pending administrative or criminal cases. Ang tatandaan nyo lang for the early retirement, ito yung mga police officer na nakapag-rendered naman ng at least 10 years in service, no pending admin or criminal case, hindi rin sila scheduled for separation by the attrition system. That is, or yan yung mga pwede sa early retirement program. Next, we have there the optional retirement. For the optional retirement, it was now granted to our police officers upon the accumulation of at least 20 years of satisfactory active service. Ngayon, yung mga police officer, pwede silang magretiro kung meron na sila, naka-accumulate na sila ng 20 years in service. Pwede ngayon sila magkaroon ng optional retirement. And next, we have there the compulsory retirement. When we say naman compulsory retirement, it is granted to the uniformed personnel upon the attainment of the age of 56. Again, compulsory attainment kapag 56 years old ka na, pwede na, or you are now, pwede ka nang mag-retiro. And next topic, we have the PNP disciplinary mechanisms, Internal Affairs Service or yung IAS, and the People's Law Enforcement Board or yung PLEB. Okay, for this we have the citizens' complaints under Section 52 of RA 8551. Any complaint by a natural or judicial person against any member of the PNP shall be brought before the following. Okay, yung mga tao na gusto mag-complain sa isang police officer, pwede mo yan dalhin kay Chief of Police. Anong gagawin ng Chief of Police if the offense is punishable by withholding of privileges, restriction to specified limits, and the suspension or the forfeiture of the salary or any combination thereof for a period not exceeding 15 days. Anong gagawin ni Chief of Police? Pwede niya ngayong magkaroon siya or i-restrict niya yung galaw ng isang police officer. Pwede rin siyang mag-suspend and pwede niya rin i-forfeiture yung salary ng police officer na yan. But not exceeding 15 years. And next, kanino ka pwedeng mag-complain? Is that sa mayors of the cities and the municipalities. Again, anong pwedeng gawin ni mayor? We have there, pwede niya ring i-restrict yung mga limit ng isang police officer. Pwede niya ring i-suspend. Pwede niya ring i-hold yung salary ng police officer. Or a combination of those. But, the period is not less than 16 days, but not exceeding 30 days. And lastly, we have there the PLEB. When we say PLEB, this is the People's Law Enforcement Board. It is created under the Section 43 of RA 8551. Again, it was created under the Section 43 of 8551. Okay, ano naman ginagawa dito? Pwede rin nilang i-withholding yung privilege ng ating police officer, i-restrict yung mga galaw nila, magkaroon ng suspension and forfeiture of the salary or the combination of both. And dapat the period must not exceed 30 days. Okay, period exceeding 30 days. Or pwede na siyang ma-dismiss or yung matanggal ngayon in the service. Again, for the citizens' complaint, sino pwedeng mag-complain dyan? Siyempre yung mga citizens, ordinary people. Okay? Ngayon, we have there the Chief of Police. Kung sa Chief of Police ka magre-reklamo, pwede niya ngayong i-restrict, i-suspend yung isang police officer, pero it must not exceed 15 days. Kung sa mayor of the cities or municipalities ka naman magre-reklamo, pwede niya ngayong i-restrict, i-suspend yung police officer na yan, not less than 60 days, but not exceeding 30 days. So meaning, 16 to 30 days. For the People's Law Enforcement Board, kung dito ka nga naman ngayon magre-reklamo, pwede nilang i-suspend, i-restrict ang isang police officer 30 days and above. Or pwede rin nilang i-dismiss yung isang police officer na yan. And next, we have the internal discipline. For the internal discipline, on dealing with the minor offense involving internal discipline found to have been committed by any regular member of their respective commands, and the duly designated supervisors and the equivalent officers of the PNP shall, after due notice and summary hearing, exercise disciplinary powers as follows. Okay, kanina, we have the chief of police, the city mayor, and the plebs. Ngayon, para sa internal discipline, when say internal, sa loob lang. Okay, sa loob lang ng organization. We have there the chief of police or equivalent supervisor. They may summarily impose the administrative punishment of admonition or reprimand on that particular police officer, restrict to specified limits, withholding of privileges, and the forfeiture of salary or the suspension, or any of the combination of the both or the foregoing, provided, in all cases, the total period shall not exceed 15 days. Kung ang chief of police or equivalent supervisor mo, pwede ka ngayong bigyan ng administrative punishment. Pwede kang i-restrict yung mga galaw mo, pwedeng i-restrict yung mga privilege mo, pwedeng i-hold yung salary mo, and pwede ka rin nilang i-suspend. But it must not exceed 15 days. Next, we have there the provincial directors or the equivalent supervisor. Once naman na provincial director yan, dapat same lang, no? Same lang. Pwede silang mag-impose ng administrative punishment. Pwede nilang i-restrict yung kilos ng isang police officer. Pwede nilang i-restrict yung mga privileges. And pwede rin nilang i-forfeiture yung salary and mag-conduct ng suspension for that police officer. But the total period shall not exceed 15 days. Shall not exceed 30 days. Again, makikita nyo dito na pinagkaibahan nila yung days ng pagbibigay nila ng punishment. For the police regional director, the period shall not exceed 60 days. And for the chief of the PNP or yung chief PNP natin, for the period not exceeding 180 days. Again, for our internal discipline, sino yung mga nandito? Sino yung nagbibigay ng punishment for a police officer? Siyempre, yung mga superior officer nila. First, we have the chief of police. Pwede siyang magbigay ng punishment, ng administrative punishment, ng restriction to specified limits, ng restriction to privileges, pagtanggal ng privilege ng isang police officer, forfeit ng salary ng police officer, mag-suspend sa police officer, but it shall not exceed 15 days. And for the provincial director, it must not exceed 30 days. And for the police regional director, it must not exceed 60 days. And if it is for the chief PNP, it must not exceed 180 days. That is for the internal discipline. And next, we have the IAS, or the Internal Affairs Service. What are the powers and the functions of the IAS? First, they proactively conduct inspections and audits on the PNP personnel and units. Ano yan? Just like nung intern ako or OJT ako in Baguio. Ang ginagawa ng mga IAS doon is pupunta sila sa isang area or pupunta sila dun sa post namin or doon sa post ng police officer. Yes, nandun kami, syempre. That was in Baguio Botanical Garden. Okay, meron dong post, diba? Na-discuss natin what is post. It is a fixed location or assignment of a police officer. Ngayon, pumupunta ang IAS or nagkakaroon sila ng mga surprise inspection. Titignan nila yung police officer na nandoon sa post na yon. Ngayon, sinisita nila yung police officer na bakit daw kupas na yung suot niyang cap. Bakit daw kupas na yung suot niyang cap? Then, chinecheck kung maayos ba yung pagsuot niya ng uniform and the like. So, pag alis ng IAS, sabi sa amin ng police officer na yun, bakit nila sisitahin yung cap niya? Nakupas na. Sila nga naman talaga yung nagkakandak ng traffic. So, what they expect, diba? Ano nga nang i-expect nila? Siyempre, kukupas at kukupas. Araw-araw ginagamit. Araw-araw din sila nagkakandak ng traffic. Araw-araw sila naglalakad. Bakit nga naman daw sisitahin pa yung kupas niyang cap? Unlike naman talaga sa IAS, yung IAS kasi, they are also a police officer, ha? They are also a police officer. Pero parang sila yung mga naninita, hindi naman totally naninita, pero somehow, naninita talaga. naninitan ng ating mga police officer. Chine-check kung nakaayos pa rin ba sila on the rules and regulations in the PNP. Isa na nga dun yung tinitignan yung mga suot ng mga police officer natin while nagkakandak sila ng service or operation in the community. So, ayun lang, nakita namin like, okay. So, sinita nila yung police officer na yun. Nakopas daw yung cop. So, dapat hindi kupas. So, meaning, kung isang police officer ka, dapat lagi mo rin i-check yung suot mo. Okay? Para hindi ka masita ng IAS or the Internal Affairs Service. So, parang medyo naging off lang siya sa amin based on my experience naman doon. And next, we have there investigate complaints and gather evidence in support of an open investigation. Alam niyo, IAS is para siyang yes, part sila ng PNP pero parang kalaban din ng police officer. Why? If may mag-complain kasi sa'yo na citizen, sila ngayon yung mga nag-gather ng evidence against sa'yo. Okay? Once na may complaint against sa'yo, they are the ones who are gathering evidence to support that investigation. Ano pang ginagawa ng IAS? They conduct summary hearings on the PNP members facing administrative charges. Next, they submit a periodic report on the assessment, analysis, and evaluation of the character and the behavior of the PNP personnel and the units to the Chief PNP and the Commission. Ayun na nga. Kaya nagkakandak sila ng mga surprise inspection. Then, pag makita nilang, then they will evaluate you. Evaluate nila yung character mo, yung behavior mo. Then, after that, ibibigay nila yan doon sa Chief PNP and doon sa commission natin or the NAPOLCOM. And after that, they also file appropriate criminal cases against PNP members. Okay, sila din, pwede rin sila mag-file ngayon ng mga criminal case doon sa mga other PNP members. Kasi PNP members din naman sila. And next, they provide assistance to the office of the Ombudsman in cases involving the personnel of the PNP. So, meaning po ang IAS po natin, remember, police officers din yung mga yan. Kaso nga lang, nandoon sila sa Internal Affairs Service. Para silang, para silang guard ng mga police officer. Sisitahin ka pag may mali kang ginawa. Ganoon. They will evaluate you, your character, your behavior. Magkakandak sila ng inspection sa inyo. Ayan. Kaya mga ginagawa ng mga IAS natin. But remember, police officer din po sila. Okay. The IAS shall now conduct motu proprio, automatic investigation of the following cases. Kapag there is an incident where a police personnel discharge a firearm, sila din yung nagkakandak ng investigation. If there is an incident where is death, serious physical injury, or any violation of the human rights occurred in the conduct of a police operation, ayan, sila din yung nag-check kung may nalabag bang human rights ng isang police officer. Okay, kung nakapagbigay ba sila ng serious physical injury sa citizen or nagkaroon ng death. Next, they also conduct investigation on incidents where evidence was compromised, tampered with, obliterated, or lost while the custody of the police personnel, and the incident where a suspect in the custody of the police was seriously injured, and if there is an incident where the established rules of engagement have been violated. So matatal, when we say IAS or the Internal Affairs Service, internal, so meaning in the PNP organization, siya yung sumisita, siya yung nagkakandak ng investigation if may maling magawa ang isang PNP member or ang PNP personnel. But remember, PNP officers din yung mga yan. And next, we have there the appointment of IAS. The Inspector General shall be appointed by the President. Okay, sining head ng IAS? We have there the Inspector General. Ang kanyang position. It was be appointed by the President upon the recommendation of the Director General and duly endorsed by the Commission. Appointments of the personnel who shall occupy various positions shall be made by the Inspector General and shall be based on an established career pattern and the criteria to be promulgated by the Commission. Okay, sino lang nag-a-appoint doon sa ating Inspector General? That is the President. What is the entry qualifications to IAS? Okay. Entry to the IAS shall be voluntary and subject to a rigid screening, where only PNP personnel who have at least 5 years experience in law enforcement and who have no derogatory service records shall be considered for the appointment. If ngayon, kung gusto mong pumasok at mag-import ng IAS, dapat you have at least 5 years experience in law enforcement. And hindi yan basta-basta. Nagkakandak ngayon yan sila ng rigid screening sa mga gusto mag-apply. And dapat wala kang any derogatory service record. Bad record. Dapat wala kang ganon. Provided that members of the bar may enter the service laterally. Okay. Sino yung mga pwedeng pumasok in IAS laterally? Those members of the bar or yung mga lawyers or attorneys natin. And next, nabanggit natin kanina yung plebs doon sa citizens' complaints. Okay, ano ba yung plebs or yung People's Law Enforcement Board? We have there the creation and the functions. First, the sangguniang panlusod or bayan in every city and municipality shall create such number of People's Law Enforcement Boards as may be necessary. Okay, so dapat in every city and municipality, meron tayong plebs na makikita. Provided that there shall be at least one pleb for every 500 city or municipality police personnel and for each of the legislative district in a city. And next, the pleb. Again, the pleb shall be the center receiving entity of any citizen's complaint against the officers and members of the PNP. Okay, for the composition and term of service, any member of the sangguniang panglungsod or bayan chosen by his respective sangguniang, any barangay captain of the city, municipality concerned chosen by the association of the barangay captains, 3 other members who are removable only for cause to be chosen by the local peace and order council from among the respected members of the community known for their probity and integrity, 1 of whom must be a woman and another member of the bar, or in the absence thereof, a college graduate, or the principal of the central elementary school in the locality. Sino pang pwedeng pumasok dyan sa plebs? The chairman of the pleb shall be elected from among its member, and the term of office of the member of the pleb shall be a period of 3 years from the assumption of the office. Okay, for the pleb, sino yung mga member dyan? Tatandaan nyo, People's Law Enforcement Board. Hindi sila police officer. They are part of the community. First, member ng sangguniang panglungsod or bayan. Or kaya yung mga councilor natin. Ano pa? Sino pa yung composition dyan? The barangay captain of the city and municipalities. And they must have 3 other members chosen by the local peace and order council. Dapat yung isa is babae or member of the bar or kaya college graduate or kaya the principal of the central elementary school in that place or in that locality. And they have a maximum tenure of 3 years. Then we have there the request for preventive suspension. The pleb now may ask any authorized superior to impose a preventive suspension against a subordinate police officer who is now the subject for a complaint lasting up to a period as may be allowed under the law. A request for preventive suspension shall not be denied by the superior officer in the following cases. Okay. Once na nagreklamo kayo sa pleb, yung pleb na yan, pwede siya ngayong mag-ask doon sa superior officer ng police officer na irereklamo. Again, pwede kang mag-ask or yung pleb ngayon, sila ngayon yung parang kinatawan mo para magreklamo doon sa superior officer ng nirereklamo mong police officer. The request for preventive suspension shall not be denied by the superior officer. Bawal niya ngayong tanggihan or bawal niya ngayon, tanggihan yung suspension na gusto nyong gawin for that police officer in the following cases. Number 1, when the respondent refuses to heed the pleb's summons or subpoena. Kapag ayaw pumunta nung police officer na yan, kapag nag-send kayo ng summons or subpoena dun sa police officer, and when the PNP personnel has been charged with offense involving bodily harm or grave threats, when the respondent is in a position to tamper with the evidence, and when the respondent is in a position to unduly influence the witness, any superior officer who fails to act on any request of the suspension without a valid grounds shall be held administratively liable for serious neglect of duty. Anong ginagawa dito? Kung ikaw ay magrereklamo sa pleb, yung pleb na yan pupunta ngayon doon sa superior officer. And that superior officer, kailangan niya ngayon magbigay ng suspension doon sa police officer or doon sa subordinate niya na nirereklamo. Kung yung police officer niya o yung subordinate niya hindi umaattend sa mga hindi siya nagre-respond doon sa summons or subpoena na sinend sa kanya, if yung PNP personnel na yan na involved siya sa mga bodily harm or nagbigay siya ng grave threats, or kung kaya yung police officer na yan nag-tamper ng evidence, sumira ng evidence, nag-influence ng mga witnesses, or kaya nag-influence ng mga witnesses, and kung yung superior officer na yan, if he or she fails to act on the request of the pleb, pwede ngayon siyang magkaroon ng pwede ngayon siya ma-held ng administratively liable for serious neglect of duty. Next, we have the participation of local executives in the administration of the PNP. Ito na yung sinasabi natin nung nag-i-start pa lang tayo sa discussion, na merong effect ang ating local administration pagdating sa PNP. Functions of local executives, we have there the provincial director. Okay, bakit? Ano bang ginagawa ni provincial director? He or she have a power to choose the provincial director. Again, the provincial governor, anong ginagawa niya? Meron ngayon siyang power para mamili kung sino yung magiging provincial director in that province. Mamimili siya sa 3 eligible recommended by the PNP regional director. Again, mamimili siya ngayon doon sa 3 na mag-a-apply for that position or kaya doon sa provincial director. And next, overseeing the provincial public safety plan implementation. Kaya mga provincial governor din natin, no? As a chairman of Provincial Peace and Order Council, shall oversee now the implementation of the provincial public safety plan, which is now prepared taking into consideration the integrated community safety plans. So, kasali rin siya on the PNP. May ganap sila. And next, we have there the city and the municipal mayors. Ano yung function niya sa PNP? First, operational supervision and control. Kaya nga, may control din po yung mga city or yung mga municipal mayors natin sa mga police officer within that city or municipality. Next, we have the automatic deputation of local government executives as commission representatives. Governors and mayors, upon having been elected and living qualified as such, are now automatically deputized as the representative of the National Police Commission in their respective jurisdiction. As deputized agent of the Commission, local government executives can now inspect the police forces and the units. They can conduct audit and exercise other functions as may be duly authorized by the Commission. Dito natin makikita na meron talagang effect or meron naman talagang dagdag or effect ang ating mga local government pagdating sa ating PNP. Hawak din nila yung mga police officer because automatically they will be deputized as the representative of the NAPOL court in their respective jurisdiction. Next, we have there the creation of women's desk in all police stations and the formulation of a gender sensitivity program. The PNP shall now establish a women's desk in all police stations throughout the country to administer and attend to cases involving crimes against chastity, sexual harassment, abuses committed against women and children, and the other similar offenses. Okay. Kung pupunta man kayo ng mga police station, lahat yan makakakita kayo ng women's desk. Sinong police officer yung nandito? Siyempre, babae. Ngayon, anong ginagawa nila? Or ano yung mga case na ina-administer nila dito? Those cases involving crimes against chastity, sexual harassment, or yung abuses committed against the women and their children or the VAUSI. Okay? Or mga juvenile cases, yung mga bata. Ngayon, pinupunta yan sa women's desk. Bakit babae ang pinupunta dyan? Or bakit babaeng police officer yung nag-a-administer ng mga ganyang cases? It's because, sabi nila, mas nakakaintindi daw kasi yung babae. Okay? Mas emotionally prepared daw sila sa mga ganyan. And next, provided that the municipalities and cities presently without policewomen will have 2 years upon the effectivity of this act within which to comply with the requirement of this provision. We have there the prioritization of the women for recruitment. Okay, dapat daw i-prioritize din yung babae sa mga recruitment na meron tayo. Within the next 5 years, the PNP now or shall prioritize the recruitment and the training of the women who shall serve in the women's desk. Pursuant to the requirement, the PNP shall reserve 10% of its annual recruitment training and education quota for women. Kaya kapag nagkakaroon ng recruitment quota, dapat daw 10% babae ang kinukuha. So, medyo Okay. Next, we have the administrative liability. Ano say naman, administrative liability, any personnel who shall violate the established rules and regulation regarding the gender sensitivity and the gender equality shall now be suspended without pay for not less than 30 days and must undergo now a gender sensitivity seminar or training, provided that any personnel who violates the rules more than twice shall be recommended for the demotion or dismissal from the PNP. Next, we have there the Republic Act. Okay, next topic, we have the Republic Act 9263, the BFP and BJMP Professionalization Act. Okay. The BFP and BJMP shall be respectively headed by a chief, who shall be assisted by 2 deputy chief, 1 for administration and 1 for operation. Makikita nyo dito the organization in the BJMP and BFP almost the same. It was headed by a chief, assisted by 2 deputies, 1 for administration, 1 for operation. And it shall be appointed by our President upon the recommendation of the Secretary of the DILG from among the qualified officers with at least the rank of senior superintendent in the service. Again, sino ngayon yung pwedeng makapasok as a chief at deputy chief? We have there, ang rank is senior superintendent. Sino mag-appoint? We have there the president by the recommendation of the secretary of the DILG. Provided further that the chief of the Fire Bureau and Chief of the Jail Bureau shall serve a tour of duty not to exceed 4 years. Okay, same. 4 years lang yung kanilang maximum tenure in service. But again, we have the exemption to the rule if there is a wartime. No? If there is a wartime or other national emergency declared by the Congress. The President now may extend such tour of duty. Next, we have there the head of the BJMP and BFP with the rank of director shall have the position title of the Chief of the Fire Bureau and the Chief of the Jail Bureau, respectively. And for the second in command, for the BFP and BJMP, they must have a rank of Chief Superintendent. Again, for the second in command, for the BFP and BJMP, anong kailangan ang rank nila? That is the Chief Superintendent. And shall have the position title of the Deputy Chief for Administration of the Jail Bureau. And the third in command in the BFP and BJMP must have a rank of Chief Superintendent also, with the title of Deputy Chief for Operation of Fire Bureau and Deputy Chief Operation for the Jail Bureau. Again, makikita nyo dito, almost same with the PNP. For BJMP and BFP, anong tawag dun sa head nila? It was beheaded by a chief. And it was assisted by 2 deputy chief, 1 for administration and 1 for operation. Sino mag-a-appoint? It is the president upon the recommendation of the secretary of the DILG. Ilang years sila magkakaroon or magsiserve ng duty? We have there 4 years, same with the chief PNP. The head of the BJMP and BJMP, dapat may rank yan na director. And then, anong tawag doon sa title or doon sa position title niya? It is the Chief of the Fire Bureau and the Chief of the Jail Bureau. If they are in the second command in the BJMP and BFP, anong rank nila? Dapat they have the rank of Chief Superintendent. And ano yung position title? Deputy Chief for Administration of the Jail Bureau and the Deputy Chief for Operation of the Deputy Chief for Administration for Jail Bureau and the Deputy Chief for Administration of the Fire Bureau. And syempre, the third of command, it is the operation. Same rank, Chief Superintendent, position title, Deputy Chief for Operation of the Fire Bureau and the Deputy Chief Operation of the Jail Bureau. Okay, wag kayong malilito, no? Tandaan nyo lang lagi yung sa ating PNP na discuss natin. Almost same, ang pinapalitan lang yung pangalan. Kung yung PNP, dito pinalit ng Jail and Fire. Okay, ito, para hindi kayo malito. Ito is yung first, this one. The position, title, and rank, it is for fire. Next naman, itong nandito, we have the position, title, and rank. It is for the jail. And it is their designation. Okay, same lang sila ng designation. Again, itong first na to, it is for fire. And ito namang next, it is for jail. For the designation, same lang sila ng tawag. First, designation, head of each bureau. We have the rank of director. Almost same, di ba? Director. Nagkaka-change lang sa position title. Dito, we have the Chief of the Fire Bureau. Pagdating dito, we have the Chief of the Jail Bureau. Next, for the second officer in the command, anong rank nila? Dapat sila ay Chief Superintendent. The position title, it is the Deputy Chief for Administration kung sa Jail Bureau. And ito naman kung Fire Bureau. Next, sino yung third officer in command? Dapat may rank din siya na Chief Superintendent. And their title position or their position title, the Deputy Chief for Operation. Just like in the PNP. Nagkaiba lang ngayon sila doon sa tawag sa rank, or nagkaiba mismo talaga sila doon sa rank. Okay, professionalization and upgrading of qualification standards in the appointment of the uniformed personnel to the BFP and BJMP. First, citizen of the Philippines, good moral character, pass the psychiatric, psychological, possess baccalaureate degree, possess appropriate civil service eligibilities, must not have been dishonorably discharged of the dismissal for cause from previous employment, not has been convicted by final judgment, must at least a height requirement 5 plot for the female, 5'2" for the male. Yes, same with the PNP, meron silang height and weight and age waiver, and must not weigh less than 5 kilograms from the standard weight corresponding to his or her height, age, and sex. Okay, para hindi na kayo malito, para dito sa professionalization and upgrading of qualification standards in the appointment of the uniformed personnel to the BFP and BJMP, same lang din yan nung diniscuss natin on the PNP. Para na hindi kayo malito, pare-parehas lang yan. Okay? Kung mapapansin nyo, same lang sila doon sa PNP. And next, we have there the lateral entry of officer in the BJMP. Para dito, no, tignan nyo yung discussion ulit natin sa PNP. Same lang din. Pagka pupunta sila sa police lieutenant and police captain, makikita nyo doon kanina, same lang. Isulat nyo na lang sa notes nyo, para doon sa discuss natin kanina, isulat nyo na lang BFP and BJMP. PNP, BFP, and BJMP. Same lang din. And next, we have there the professionalization and upgrading of the qualification standards in the designation of the uniformed personnel of the BFP and the BJMP. Okay. We have there the personnel of the BFP. May makikita kayo dyang municipal fire marshal. Siyempre, sino yan? Siya yung head ngayon ng municipal fire station. And dapat may rank ngayon siya na senior inspector, who must have finished at least second year Bachelor of Laws or at least earned at least 12 units in master's degree. Sino yung pwedeng maging municipal fire marshal? Those person or those BFP personnel na may rank na senior inspector and must have finished at least second year Bachelor of Laws and or at least earned 12 units in master's degree. Sino yung municipal fire marshal? Siya yung head ng fire station in the municipal level. Next, we have the city fire marshal. Anong kailangan niyang rank? It must be the chief of senior inspector who have finished at least second year of Bachelor of Laws. Same kagaya kanina. But dito, he or she must earn at least 24 units in master's degree. Sino ang city fire marshal natin? Siya yung head ngayon ng city fire station. Next, we have the District Fire Marshal, Provincial Fire Marshal, Assistant Director for Administration, Assistant Regional Director for Operation, and the Regional Chief of Directoral Staff. Ngayon, sino yan? When we say District Marshal, syempre in their cases of a large province, magkakaroon din tayo ng tinatawag nating District Fire Station. And it was headed by the District Fire Marshal. Hindi kayo malilito dito kung nakinig kayo on the discussion or on our discussion during dun tayo sa PNP. Kasi almost same lang, nagkaiba lang sila sa tawag. Kung sa PNP, we have there the director. Pagdating sa BFP, tinatawag lang natin silang Fire Marshal. Ngayon, dito sa letter C, we have the District Fire Marshal. For the District Fire Marshal, anong rank niya? Dapat meron siyang rank na superintendent who must a graduate of Bachelor of Law. Dapat graduate ka na. Kanina sa municipal, at least second year. Sa city fire, at least second year. Ngayon, kung District Fire Marshal, dapat you are a graduate of the Bachelor of Laws or you are now a holder of master's degree. And next, we have there the Chief of the Fire Bureau. When you say Chief of the Fire Bureau, siya yung head ngayon ng BFP. Kung sa PNP, we have the Chief PNP. Pagdating sa BFP, we have the Chief of the Fire Bureau. Anong rank ng Chief of the Fire Bureau natin? Meron dapat siyang rank na Director. And must be a member of the Philippine Bar and now a holder of a master's degree. Kanina dito sa District Fire Marshal natin, dapat daw, ano sabi natin nun kanina? Must have a member of the Philippine Bar. Same here with the Chief of the Fire Bureau. And dapat graduate din siya ng master's degree. Next, for the personnel of the BJMP, kung nakinig kayo doon sa BFP, same lang din yan, nagkaiba lang doon sa tawag. Kanina ang tawag natin, we have the municipal fire marshal. Pagdating naman sa BJMP, tatawagin natin municipal jail warden. Puro jail warden naman yung nasa dulo. Same ng rank, same ng na-finish or natapos na study. Like for example, here naman sa municipal jail warden, ang rank niya dapat is Chief Inspector. Finish at least second year of Bachelor's of Law and at least earned at least 12 units in master's degree. Same na diniscuss kanina sa BFP, ganun din dito sa BJMP. Napalitan lang ng jail warden. And for the letter D, we have the Chief of the Jail Bureau. Okay, ganito para hindi malito. Again, doon sa PNP natin, anong tawag sa head? We have the Chief PNP. Pagdating sa BJMP, we have the Chief of the Jail Bureau. Pagdating sa BFP, we have the Chief of the Fire Bureau. Okay, name lang yung pinapalitan. Pero ang magkaparehas talaga ay ang BFP at BJMP in terms of rank. Diba pinamemorize ko sa inyo ang rank classification ng ating BFP and BJMP? Almost the same. Nagkakapalit lang sa jail and fire na word. Ngayon, makikita niyo doon na sa PNP, mas marami silang commissioned officer. Yes, mas marami silang commissioned officer. Kasi kung mapapansin nyo, in the BFP and BJMP, ang highest rank nila dito is equivalent doon sa ating Police Major General. So meaning, in BFP and BJMP, yun lang yung highest nila. Wala silang Police Lieutenant General at Police General. Ang highest lang nila, kung equivalent natin sa PNP, is Police Major General. Okay, that's it for our midterm discussion. If you have any more question for my Monday to Wednesday class, pwede niyo yung i-ask during our time sa for the next week. And para naman sa ating Thursday class, pwede nyo akong i-message sa ating GC. Ngayon, for my Thursday class, kindly prepare for our midterm examination kasi hindi ko na kayo mamimit next week. And para naman sa aking Wednesday class, kindly prepare for our group quiz to be administered next week. And for my Monday to Wednesday class again, dahil kayo lang ay may pasok next week at holiday ang Thursday, magkakaroon po ulit tayo ng ating quiz until dito sa diniscuss natin. Again, the coverage of your quiz number 5, I think, is doon after ng doon mag-start sa appointment of the PNP hanggang yung last discussion. Okay, I hope na pinanood nyo to. Kung napanood nyo to hanggang dulo, paki-comment ang inyong last name, first name, and your section. Kung kaninong section ang nakakompleto ng comment or names doon sa comment section will be given a reward. Thank you.